guys are not subscribed, please subscribe. Please hit the like button if you don't mind, even if it's just for a few minutes. You may come in, check out the channel, see a thing or two you may or may not even like. And, I'm up here at the 1,000 stairs in Greenwood Cemetery. It is said that these stairs are very, very, very haunted. What's going on, number one fan? How are you? Um, so I want to, Jesus, I want to see if the 1,000 stairs is really haunted. I may not be up here too long. Got my lights on. I just want to see if they're really haunted. I want to see if I can make any communication with the spirits that actually are said and known. I'm so glad Commander showed me your channel. Thank you. Hello, Katrina. How are you? Now, I think I've been over the history about this area right here. Um, these are supposedly the Elks that once lived in this city. They purchased this area here. From what I remember, not too accurate, but they purchased this area right here, and this is where all the Elks live. You see their information flags there, and supposedly these stairwells that go downwards behind this mausoleum here is said to be very, very haunted. So, turn my car back on. I want to keep it kind of warm. It's kind of chilly out here. I've seen many local paranormal investigators come up here, uh, do some EVP sessions, and this mausoleum has been violated. My feed is always full of fake ghost channels. Fresh and seed. Thank you, number one fan. I'm fine tonight, thank you. It's 3 degrees. Whoa. You must have like 10 blankets wrapped around you. That's very cool. I'm actually from the East Coast, and yeah, it gets very cold this time of year. The hell is this? So this gate, when I first came up here, wasn't here. My only problem with this is that you do have traffic. Now watch that little. You do have traffic down here. And it couldn't interfere with the investigation. Here are the 1,000 stairs if you can't see them. Yeah, well, they violate the mausoleum here. They said Satanist groups used to come up here, worship, and other headstones been knocked over. This is getting crazy. This is getting real crazy. So, I don't have a REM pod, so I'm going to use these devices to do my best to communicate with the spirits that loom here, or, God forbid, possible demons that roam throughout the graveyard. So, I didn't really miss much of anything. I just started Ryan. So if you guys hear anything, please let me know. Check my surroundings first. Because there are locals that come up here. They try to walk these stairwells, and sometimes they're successful, sometimes they're not. So. Are there any spirits that loom here, hang around here? guard this area. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Let me know if you can hear the SB7 spirit box. Also keep an eye on my car. I left it running. It's cold. I just want to be able to get back into a warm car. Can you guys hear this thing, or should I carry it with me? Members of the Elk Club, do you actually guard these stairwells? You can hear it better if you carry it. Okay, thank you. Is it loud enough? Hold on. Let me start this over. For some odd reason, I have to turn this off and turn it on for the volume to actually come up. Are you the guardians of this staircase? Did you say no? Yes, you are. Something about a headstone? Do you chase the people that try to climb these stairs out of the graveyard? Or try to keep them away? People have seen your shadows. Are you able to show yourself? Or do you hide in the shadows? Go away. I heard that. I heard that. Mr. Alexander, are you here? I think I heard go away again. Do Satanist groups still come up here? Do they still worship here? Or local cult members? Thank you, Katrina. I'll let you guys know this mausoleum is actually empty. Have they brought forth something they should not have brought? Are you resting in peace, or are you about to, oh, cat paw. Whoa. Okay. So when you touch that, that allows me to know that you're here. Can you also touch the other device? You can touch that device, so just let me know that you're present. Yeah, it said go away like 3. There it is. Cat ball's going off again. Wow. And you have to physically move that thing in order for it to go off. It said get out again. I know this is your property. I'm here just to speak with those who may not be resting in peace, may have unfinished business. Do you want me to go away? Get out again. I would think of the angry spirit. Yeah, well, they've come up here, Katrina. They come up here over and over and over. A lot of people come up the stairwell. They say that the staircase down here is haunted. If you're not familiar with the history, look up the 1,000 stairs in Spokane, Washington, Greenwood Cemetery. You see a lot of explorers coming up here, attempting to get to the top, and they said they're met by angry spirits. So the angry spirits would be, wow. The angry spirits would be the elks that guard this area. Did they just say you're stupid? I don't mean to violate, just want to communicate. Just want to hear your story. What brought you to Spokane? Are you a local, a native? Were you born here? You are? I said I am. Now, another part of the story is that they want their wives to be buried with them. But I'm not too sure if that happened. I have to go back to the history. But their wives were very angry. Do you guard these stairwells? Yeah? What is your name? Are you speaking? I think the EFM meter is going off. See, that'll make it go off. This you have to move in order for it to go off. You see I'm moving it. It's not going off. Do you appear in different forms? Did that EMF meter just go off? I had to turn my head real quick. You have a chimp playing a guitar? I have to subscribe to that channel. I'm not a spooky ghost man, I'm just out here investigating. There's another car. Can you touch the ball again? I said, wait a sec. What are you made of in the afterlife? Are you made of just energy? What kind of energy? What makes you mad? Are you still angry in the afterlife? Do you know you've passed over? He said I am. What are you mad about? No, that stuff doesn't work, trippy fella. You read into a lot of nonsense. Believe me, I studied up on a lot of this stuff. Do you know that you're a spirit in the afterlife? Are you trying to communicate? Thank you, Katrina. What would make you communicate with me? Do you make noises? Are you in the shadows? You know, you watch Nuke's Top 5 and then something you didn't catch on camera, somebody caught that camera, like them peeping their head around the corner, something like that. I wonder if they, I don't know, I'm a little confused right about now. Are you mad that the groups came up here and violated this last mausoleum? Is this why you want to keep the living out of the graveyard? How many spirits do roam around this area? How many guardians are there? One? 5? I thought I heard 5. So as you see, the cat ball isn't going off like it was earlier. 70. My hands are freezing. I know it's cold, but my hands are freezing. I got gloves on today. Are your wives, this is a stupid question, but are your wives with you in the afterlife? I know that was kind of something you guys were dealing with before you actually bought the land here. Are you all happy now? So what's the name of the spirit that guards this gate? Do you know my spiritual name? Yeah? Can you tell me it? I said one loud and clear. Yeah. Ask if he's a guardian. Are you a guardian? What is your name, guardian? He said something. I couldn't make it out, though. Guardian, what's your name? If you don't mind me asking. I'm not here to violate, just here to ask questions. make communication with the afterlife. You stop touching this cat ball, this device right here. Can you touch it again? Maybe. I think it says something else. No. I swear it said, what are you doing here? No, I'm not gonna stay out in the cold too long, Katrina. I'm actually getting ready to probably make my way back down. The reason why is it looks lighter out here, but it's actually very dark. It's getting a lot darker. I said, oh God. So as usual, I mean no disrespect, but only want to communicate with those in the afterlife who may have unfinished business and may want to communicate. Now, my eyes, I swear I thought I saw the cat ball course go off 3 times, but I thought I saw the F meter go off as I was turning my head looking around, because I get some funny people that try to climb these stairs here and there, and I want to make sure you're not some kind of weirdo. You do me a favor before I leave. You please touch this device here. If you touch it, it goes off like that. It lets me know that your spirit is present. Is it possible you could do that for me, sir or ma'am? I didn't see that. I didn't see whatever flew in front of the camera. So that might have been, I'm not going to say it's an orb, but I didn't see it. I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't see it with my own eyes. Do you need me to step away? You guardians are doing a great job with keeping some people out. Well, then again, stuff like that. A lot of people come back to your stories. A lot of people say they see you up here, roaming the graveyard, guarding this massive gate. Yeah, it is creepy. Look. I should have brought those hot things, hand warmers. So if you were here, you're no longer here. It's not a command. I'm just asking out of respect. What gives you energy to guard this area? Are you plasma? Are you air? A number of things, number of elements in the earth or in the air? Katrina said, please touch the cat ball again. Could you do that respectfully? Or that little black box, if you get near it, the colors will light up. Yeah, it is, Katrina. I don't see how people come in here and just knock stuff over. But I guess when you want to show off for your friends or intoxicated or whatever the situation is, then you got to prove a point for some odd dumb reason. These are people's fun and resting places. Don't violate at least what they have left in this crazy world. I'm not here to spread graffiti or anything like that. I see that this has been violated over and over and over. And it is sad that people have no respect for you even in the afterlife. So I'm assuming that the energy that was here is now gone. I am hearing, thought I heard a voice. Sorry guys if I sound a little sloppy. Sometimes I'll be rushing this because I know at a certain time they want to close up their cemetery. Of course, we learned that last week, so. Yeah, he does see y'all. This tree bothers me. I feel like somebody's just standing right here. Because another car. All right, well, I want to thank you for your time. I'm going to head to another part of the graveyard, maybe. I mean no disrespect. I have respect for all of you. Thank you for your service while you were living, doing what you loved. Sorry that you have some hooligans and even transits that may come up here. And just weird people come up here just violating your last resting place, in your final resting area. Guys, if you don't mind, please hit the like button. Gives the algorithm a little, gives the channel a little boost so that people know I'm online. If you're in here for a few minutes, or doesn't matter to me. I brought all these devices, but none of them are charged. I gotta stop doing that. As you see, cars are leaving out. We'll never do such a thing anywhere. Yeah, well, some people just have no respect at all. They just don't care. He stopped. I wonder why he stopped. He's still there. Here, let me show you. This is what I mean by people acting weird and funny. Car just stopped. No, he could be stopping for anything, but now he's coming around. Hold on, guys. Could be a local YouTuber. I'm driving by. Is that Exploring with Shawn? Why, yes it is. Need an autograph? I'm kidding. I'm not like that. It's funny because he came down. He looked like he was leaving out. Saw me get in my car. I know it's not the security guard. We saw him last week. He had like 1,000 lights on his truck. Could be one of the employees. Could be. You know what's really funny? If you go back to my video, which one is it? The back road haunts. I was actually leaving out of the cemetery in this direction, and one of my viewers pointed out they could hear a woman's voice whisper something as I was driving out. You have to listen very closely. It's actually in the beginning of the video when I begin to leave. So I gotta get some friends to come up with me and keep putting things off. One of the reasons why One of the reasons why I keep putting things off is I get up too late, man. Like I'm just like really now getting up, getting out. Problem with the winter is the sun goes down early. And I'm pretty much just doing what I can with what little time I do have. So a lot of old graves in here. 1800s. Well, there's a security guard over there. So he must come at a certain time. Thank you, Katrina. I could do a little better. Sometimes I mumble over questions. Just be thinking as I go along. I don't want to ask the right questions and sound like I know what the hell I'm talking about. I do have a lot of questions in the back of my head, so let me turn this off. I gotta get one of my friends to come with me. Guys, hold on. I'm gonna get ready to turn and do another turn. So I'm gonna put this down for a quick minute. Stay with me. I do want to talk ghosts. Just give me a minute. I got a lot of traffic coming. I have a lot of questions. I think something got my attention. I looked over my hood and I saw smoke. It's not my car though. Okay, it's the dumbass. It's the fumes from the tailpipe. Not the fumes, the smoke, steam, whatever. Alright, I do want to talk ghosts with some of you guys. I want your input. Because I got a lot of thoughts, questions in my head. I'm still kind of new to this. So I want to know what you guys think of the paranormal, how it affects us, how we can get it to actually respond to us, etc. Because it's interesting. I'm going to tell you why it's interesting in a minute. I actually saw something that really startles me, and I'll probably be making a video on that. Because that kind of still chills me to this day about spirits following people home, etc. I might go back to the graveyard, I'm not too sure. A lot of my devices have 0 to no power. And that was my fault because I didn't get a chance to like do what I should have done. So, thank you, Katrina. I really do appreciate your thought on doing this stuff. I took a picture the other night, and when I saw that picture startles me, and it might be proof of what I've been saying for some time about the paranormal, as if it follows you, it haunts you, whatever. If I can, later on I will post the image because I'm at home right now. As I was getting ready for work, thank you, Katrina. I looked. So when I was getting ready for work, I usually throw my blankets over my pillow, whatever, right? And I like to do a double check before I leave the house. And as I turn around, I saw like a person, what looked like a person, laying in my bed. Remember how you were a kid? Your mom turned all the lights off, you be in your room, sleeping in the dark, and you look up, and your jacket's hanging over your chair, and it looks like a person sitting there. You turn the lights on and see your actual jacket. So you're just like, whew, you take the jacket, throw it around. Well, this is what I found. The funny thing is, I took a couple images of it, and I kid you not when I say this, there was an old-looking woman. There was an old-looking woman that looked like they were laying there in my bed, and that threw me off big time. Let me see something. Okay. Like I said, all my devices were in charge. You gotta make sure the phone's charged up too. This isn't the first image I've taken like this. When I lived in California, I had some, an argument with a roommate. Um, just a very dirty person, didn't clean, take care of himself, whatever. So the RAs was like, hey, we're gonna separate you guys, move you. So he started taking all his clothes and started throwing it out to the hallway. Um, so I decided to take a picture to show it to the RAs, like, what is this guy doing? Look at what he's doing. He's a messy person. This is what I've been talking about. When I went back to look at the image, it looked like there was a girl laying there in the clothing. So my questions about the paranormal, I've always said this everywhere. What are your guys' thoughts and take on it? I see sometimes faces that look like they're looking at me. Even on my job, and anybody that works with me knows that when you go down the stairwell, there's this massive, like, I won't say it's a painting, it's kind of like that. How do you describe it? That messy art when they throw all the paint everywhere, etc. Um, is my life lacking? Let me know if my life is lacking. Lagging. But when you go down, there's an image I keep seeing, and I've showed a couple of my coworkers an alien-like face. At first, you can't see it because you're really not paying attention to it, right? But then I show them, and then I show them what I'm seeing, and they're like, "Oh my god, that does look like an alien face. It has like demonic, like eyes, etc." It's crazy. It's one of the reasons why I ask when I do my paranormal investigations: do ghosts hide in the shadows? Are they frozen in time, or are they moving at a vibration rate that we're not up to? So I'm a little confused. A lot of people are going to the whole science with the whole paranormal stuff. I get it, but I have my own outlook on it. Not to prove nobody wrong, but to say, hey, it doesn't, like the whole salt thing. I don't think that works. That might be something a little different for another. I'm not gonna get into it. But do they hide in shadows? Because every time you would do it, like my Dumas brothel investigation, me and Mike went down there. We thought we caught nothing, but when you go back to look at the footage, you'll see something that's like that fast, and then you're like, well, what the hell was that? You go back, you look at your video, there it is. It was a, I can't say it was a head, but I know the shadow moved and went back in. And I still haven't posted that video because I've A, been lazy, I'm not gonna lie, and B, it's just so much footage, but I'm getting there. Because I've captured a lot of stuff that I'm trying to make sense of. I recently went to a Instagram group, and I think the group's about the local investigators around this area. And the young lady spoke about Minnehaha Park and how she kept seeing this shadow person. And I said, hey, I caught a shadow person in one of my videos. She was like, yeah, after that, I got sick. I'm like, you got sick? She's like, yeah, every time I go up there, I film, I see this shadow person, and I get sick. Now, that didn't happen to me. So I'm starting to take that Minnehaha might have some connection with the burial ground or something. I'm not too sure. I know a lot of Satanist groups, from what I read, were in that park doing things they shouldn't be doing, and it's one of the reasons why you get these kinds of things happening. That's one of my most incredible catches of all time. But the funny thing is, every time I go out, I keep finding things. Like when we were just at the stairwell, I saw in the view of my phone an object fly past the phone, but I'm looking in the direction. I didn't see nothing at all, and that could have just been dust. I could have. It's not. It wasn't a leaf, but I'm not too sure. But what are your thoughts on this, guys? Like, why do you come to these paranormal channels, and what are you looking for? You looking for answers? You're looking for confirmation? I mean, what are you guys looking for? Because I said it before, I'm not new to this. This has been with me for a long time. And honestly, I was watching, I know you guys probably hate this guy, but Mo Sargi. And he has this thing where he says, just live a little. So I went up to the park one day and I said, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to just try this paranormal stuff, or at least filming it. Because like I said, I'm not new to it. And I didn't want to get out the car. Kept hearing stories about Minnehaha Park, which is my first investigation. So I'm not getting into this. This is crazy. I'm going home. I'll leave it for these guys. And then I heard, just kept hearing live a little. So I said, you know what? What if I did look back one day and said, hey, at least I've been in that park filming or doing whatever. So that's when I started my paranormal investigation. But this stuff has been with me for a long time. I do want to do a video on it. This heat. I do want to do a video on it because some of us actually have been blessed to have that, what they call third eye open. You understand? Some of us have that ability to hear stuff others can't hear, or see what others can't see. And they've always told me I was a odd little kid as a kid, you know. Didn't want to do all the crazy things for science. Hi, Chris. Good to you. I mean, the scientific part about it's cool. I mean, you can break it down as much as you can, but it's all within. And I've said it before, because we are energy beings. We're connected with I believe we're connecting with other energies. That's why I ask the questions I do. I don't know if you guys heard when I said, are you plasma? Because in my first video, when I was leaving Minnehaha Park, this seat right here, I saw something like fly out. And I had that in my first video. And it was about as cold as as it is now. And that wasn't no bug. That was something unexplainable. It wasn't dust, because I keep this car clean. So what the hell was that? Those are the questions I have to ask. Those are questions I have to ask. Because there's a lot of this stuff, it can make sense. I don't think we're awake enough. I think we're so distracted by the world and our bills and our gadgets and all this stuff that we're not awake enough. That's why you can't communicate with those in the afterlife. Jeremy X Explorers. Who the hell is Jeremy X? YouTube just throws anything at you. But I think once you awaken your spiritual side, it's dead. This is what they mean by you're dead. I know it's real. I keep seeing things, and you know how you get these feelings, Katrina? Like somebody's just standing next to you. Like the tree I just left. The tree, I felt like I kept just turning around when I'm filming. You guys didn't see me, but I'm turning around like, somebody over there? And it's just those senses that kick up. Like there's somebody standing there watching you, standing there just laughing at you, whatever the situation may be. What are your experiences, Katrina? Like, is it weird dreams? Is it like you being alone in a hallway, whether it's light or dark? Does it like you feel like people are watching you? Because I'm always looking around. What I heard, excuse me, from my landlord, old landlord, the apartment I live in, we were talking, something happened with my boiler, and he was like, "Man, you have a real nice apartment." Blah blah blah. I said, "Thank you." He says, "Yeah." He says, my first day on the job, he had to call the ambulance. I was like, "Why so?" He's like, "The guy in your apartment that you now live in committed suicide." The problem was he wasn't sure if it was the apartment I live in now or the one next to me. Ever since I lived in this apartment, I wake up with night terrors. I wake up screaming. I've had a few. There's times where I wake up and there's some young person watching me, and I'm trying to escape, get to the door, because it's scary. Everything is dark. It's so dark that there is no light at all. There's like a sliver of light, and I try to get to that light, and I'm always running, but I'm moving like yay slow. Yes, I understand, Shawn. Many, no, thankfully, no dreams, not dreams. Yeah, I have tons of dreams. I have tons of dreams that I'm just trying to break down, understand. Sometimes I'll be laying there, just laying there. Somebody's face just pop up. I'm like who the hell is that? I kept seeing this little black girl with my eyes wide open. I'm like, watching a movie or whatever, and just a little black girl's face should pop up, and I'm like, why does this keep happening? And I believe at times, whether it sounds crazy or not, there are spirits just trying to get your attention or just passing through. So that's why I ask people when they come to this channel, what are you guys looking for? Yeah, Chris, sending messages big time. But she don't say nothing. I just see her face. She's like this innocent. I wonder if you have to understand the land we lived on. There were thousands of people here before us. So who's to say, even if it's not documented, somebody passed away on that part of the land, and their spirit is like in this vortex, just I don't know, just wandering, lost. So that is my question about the stuff I look for. Because, like I said, to this day, that shadow in the park still chills me. And I'm getting um, more people are coming forward saying, yeah, I've been in that park, I seen that shadow. There's a popular YouTuber, he no longer does the ghost stuff anymore. He would say he would go in the park in that area where I actually caught that spirit. Um, he hears voices, he sees things. So how's it so many people share the same story about this entity that roams the park? I've heard voices sing Ghost Cemetery down the street from where I live, seen totally black shadows, and I have the ability to walk into any home. That's awesome. That's awesome. And women are good at with that. They're good at sensing people's energy and if they're off, you know. Um, when you get around certain people, you feel that vibration coming off them, whether they're angry, mad, or whatever. That's awesome to have. So, but yeah, I really want to talk about this for a minute because, yeah, no, I mean, I try not to. I try not to. I don't want to invite too much of that in my life. And one of the reasons why is that I could be dealing with an angry person. You could be dealing with them. I don't know if you can say it on YouTube, but a herder. Just put it like that. We'll make up a new language, right? Somebody that's hurt other people. Let's just put it like that. And if that shadow comes in, or excuse me, if that spirit comes in, and you start whispering in your ear, because you'll hear many people up on trial, and they'll be like, "Yeah, well, why did you do this to this person?" And they went in the house, and they was everywhere, and he kept saying, "I heard the voices in my head." Was he? Is that person actually right about hearing these voices? I mean, are those the spirits that are angry on the other side that have a I'm gonna use the right word, have a desire to hurt others? Is that how that stuff happens? How it works? Some people are naturally like that. Some people just really want to hurt other people. You could have your A game going on. You could be saying the right stuff. Is that a romantic lover? you know, who actually help you get a wife or a boyfriend or whatever. You know how you're talking with somebody and the energy is up high, and it's just so much. This plane is acting really weird. It flew this way, now it's doing a whole 360. I don't know if you guys can see that plane. It just flew down. I guess now he turned around. Sorry, I don't want to be distracting from the conversation, but yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, how does this stuff works? That's why I said I'm not the type of YouTuber to go into a home, hear something, boom, and then start running and screaming and have 100,000 views. I like those channels. Don't get me wrong. I love them. But you're not ghost hunting. You're not ghost hunting. you know. But I still love your channel if you're watching, if you ever do watch. Please. Believers and non-believers, as with the religion. I believe for religion messed a lot of things up. I'm going to tell you why. The stuff I've been reading as of late, studying as of late, I believe we, not just energy beings, but they're suppressing the energy that we have in us to raise up stronger. I think that's what a lot of people are starting to awaken to. Because you keep hearing it in the media. I'm just making sure the guard doesn't come down here and kick me out. Because last time he came down, he's like, "Hey, you can't be out here." But you keep hearing these people saying they're awake, they're woke, you know. And I think the thing is just having common sense about what's going on, getting in touch with the earth, with the animals, um, even the whole animal kingdom. You believe so? With the whole religion thing? I think they just suppress us. I think they hold back a lot that we could um, help feed our energy, feed our souls, our spirit. Because just imagine if you gave, it's almost like, can I use Star Wars as an example? Remember Anakin Skywalker, and they were so scared of him because he was so powerful, so they kept telling him this and that. If you watch Star Wars, but they kept telling him this, they kept telling him that, because they knew he was a powerful force, right? And look what he turned into. And I think that was their biggest fear. So they had to just, let him know how far he could go with using force abilities, force powers, etc. Right? Same thing with Luke Skywalker. But I think that's just how the church rolls. It's just they don't want to give you so much power. And it's not just the church, just politics, government, etc. I believe so too. It's those voices that people keep hearing. Um, and you have to clean yourself. You have to get away from all the negativity. It's one of the reasons why I stopped talking with a lot of people. And it's not, I love them, it's not to offend them. But when you're bringing bad vibes about this and that, and it's none of your business kind of stuff, I'm just like, I'm done. I'm done. Because those thoughts start getting in your head. Because that person that's bringing that energy, that entity might look and say, he looks too innocent. I had something like that happen to me recently. Okay. Somebody told me I was too humble. I was at peace years ago. I still love you like a brother if you're watching. But he's like, you're too humble. And I'm like, I'm at peace. But the energy kind of transformed me. Then I started becoming wild and going out doing stupid shit, doing stupid things that just made no sense, the stuff I started doing. And I was at peace until that person said what they said. And I think the spirit got my, I guess say the spirit, but the thoughts got in my head, or the spirits got in my head, and they were just like, man, we need to loosen up. We need to go do this. We need to be a little bit more wild. And I became more of a wild-like person. But then I started to calm down. That was years ago. Yeah, guys, if you guys don't mind, please like and subscribe. We're going to talk ghosts tonight. Um, I might do another live tomorrow because I have my equipment with me. Just didn't charge everything up the way I should have. It's kind of like, holding me back from going what I want to do. Like this light is on like one energy, or excuse me, one battery bar. Um, it's just I should have just took care of a lot of stuff before I came out. But yeah, I mean, I really want to know, like, everybody in here watching, what are your experiences like with the afterlife? And some of you may not believe in that. Some people are just really worldly and they don't have time for this stuff, so they believe it and pass it off as nonsense. And I get it. Thank you, Katrina. Thank you. Thank you for being a supporter. Thank you for tuning in. Because I think when we go to these places, like I use Mike as an example. He was very frustrated when we went to the Dumas brothel. What's going on, man? He was like, nothing's happening. I'm like, you told me at City Conditions, let it come to you, and you have to let it come to you. This stuff doesn't just say, Shawn's here, hey Shawn, we're gonna jump out of our. It doesn't happen like that. And when, like I said, I'm repeating myself, but when he went home and reviewed his footage, he called me. He was like, I caught so much crap in my video. I was like, see, you gotta let it happen. I don't know why the paranormal reacts the way it does. When you go in for an investigation, you figure you capture nothing, and you go back and you see shadows darting, you hear voices. Like I said, as I was leaving the graveyard, my back road haunt video. If you go back and watch it, you don't have to watch the whole thing. Just watch the first 5-10 minutes of it. You hear a woman's voice, but you have to have those good headphones. Because listening with your speakers ain't going to do. You have to have some very good headphones because you're going to hear a woman's voice. And it chilled me because I'm like, I'm in this damn graveyard by myself. And people are capturing things through my audio. And you wonder who's sitting right next to you. Who's around you, And it does get scary because, Thank you, Katrina. Yeah, sometimes I just want to, at least tonight I just want to sit and talk about the paranormal for a few minutes. Because I ask myself, why do I keep doing this? I enjoy it, though. Don't get me wrong. I love it and I enjoy it. I just don't want to bring that bad energy home with me, Like you heard through the Spirit Talker, or excuse me, the SB7 device. I heard it 4 times. Go away. I don't know how many times you guys heard it. But for a device to say that, you're welcome. For a device to say that 4 times, 3 to 4 times, makes you think, wow, So, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Put them down in the comment section. I've been told by another co-worker that there's this path I should walk. But I need more. I'm not going to say I'm not going to walk it. I want more evidence. Thank you, Katrina. And you're a good soul yourself. You're in here. You watch the videos, and you seem to very much enjoy them. And thank you for being here. Thank you for moderating the chat. Even with the negative people that come in here, just frustrated. I don't know why they're frustrated. Having a bad day. But yeah, he was saying I should walk this trail, and I'm like, yeah, I will walk the trail eventually, but I want more. And I want to just be. I walked that trail before. I know what he's talking about, and I've seen some things that made me raise an eyebrow. Like, wow, was that once a house that stood there? But eventually, I ended up walking the trail. I just want to get more information on these places. You look that up. Thank you, Katrina. So, and even with the UFO stuff, I haven't gotten into that. Even though I love looking into the stars. What are your guys' thought on that? Because this channel isn't just about ghosts. It's also what's in the heavens as well. What's surrounding us. Because I've seen stuff out here in Spokane that's mind blowing. Um, I was waiting for the bus before I got my car. I was waiting for the bus. A nice day. Skies were perfect blue, not a cloud in sight. Okay. So it's hot, and I'm trying to, sun out my eyes, and I'm looking up, and I see this small dot. And this dot was just moving very slow. Now, most people say, oh, it's a plane flying high. I get that. This area here is well known for its cryptid. It's kind of like a hidden gem. This in Idaho and Oregon, hidden gems. But I seen a video recently where a guy actually filmed what he believed was a UFO flying across the sky. It made me think about when I was out there that day. Was that an actual UFO I saw? No questions right now. But thank you, Katrina. No, I'm just curious. I mean, I'm just very curious about this stuff. I keep asking, why am I having these dreams? If I'm in a hallway, dark hallway, somebody, why is this person like just energy? And that's why I don't go the whole science route. Like I respect the whole scientific um, views on the paranormal, but these devices can't always be the answer. This thing can't always be the answer. It helps me. It definitely helps me. Yeah, anytime, Katrina. Because like I said, this helps. It helps a lot. Listen to the other devices I do have. They help a lot. But the one thing I liked about the Ghost Adventures when they first started, your name means angel. My name, actually, I looked it up, it means to walk with God. That's interesting. That's very interesting. When the Ghost Adventures first started, when they had the documentary, I know a lot has happened with that crew over the past 20 plus years. They had nothing but a flashlight, cameras, and maybe a couple audio devices. And they were capturing, I believe they were capturing more stuff with just the simple things until other devices kind of came out. Like, once again, the devices help us here and there. Cat balls help us. I get it. But I feel I feel like all that stuff is kind of played an interference from the spiritual part of it because we are communicating with another energy. Now you're allowing the energy to communicate with this instead of you. So I don't go out and buy all that stuff. Like, I don't have a REM pod. But I thought about buying one because I didn't like it at first. But the more I started watching videos with people with REM pods in their videos, I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should just get one. You know, you believe in cryptid beings and aliens? Yeah, there's a place not too far from here, probably about half an hour up the road. It's another local paranormal team. They actually saw. There's a story about the Wolfman or the Dogman, and I thought about going out that way, but I'm not going out alone. I'm not going out alone. No, not that one. Because if there are dogmen, and it's right near a reservation, um, then I want to get home safely if there really is. Because they were, I gotta get the channel link. Look for Anomalous. He's another YouTuber, local. He's done tons of paranormal investigations, but he had an interview with one of the gentlemen, and that gentleman's channel featured another guy. I think he is from the area, and he said he actually had to drive home one night, and he rolled out his window. He saw what he thought was a wolf eating a deer, and he went to go take a picture of the wolf. You know how people are. And the wolf stood up on his hind legs, stood about 6 feet tall, and started to chase after the car. Now that was his story. So yeah, it's interesting. So if I go up that way, I'm definitely bringing a crew with me. At least I'll be the one coming back alive. Hopefully, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Being silly, but yeah, I've always believed in aliens. I was a stargazer before anything. Always looking into the heavens and hoping to see falling stars, shooting stars, and hopefully one day a UFO. I think those UFOs are starting to show themselves nowadays. Um, if they are here, then we better be prepared because it's going to get wild. It gets cold in here so fast. If they are what they say they are, government projects. I won't go into all that, but if you read the news and the internet, you know what I'm talking about. Because I do believe in UFOs. I have looked up and seen some things that raise an eyebrow. You're like, whoa. So I just hate those quick moment kind of things. You kind of want. If I look up and saw a UFO, right? I don't want to just go. Whew. I want it to be like, should actually get eyes on it, be able to see it. The whole flashlight trick. Is that what you mean, Katrina? I kind of have my thoughts on that. I'm on the fence with the whole set the flashlight, turn it off just enough. Yeah. I look at it like this. This is where I separate myself from other paranormal. Take the batteries out, put the flashlight on the bed, no batteries, put the batteries to the side. And if that thing lights up without no batteries, then I'm like, yeah, okay, that's spirit. So, because if you are really made of energy and you can manipulate objects like that, that gets me. You know, like I said, I'm not knocking people doing for what they're doing. It's just I approach it differently. That's just how I want to do things. It's just too many people have done it. I'm like, well, take the batteries off the damn thing, put the batteries to the side, and put the flashlight up there. Now, if that damn thing goes off, then you know you definitely have an energy source around you. Even with communicating with the animals, I've been seeing a lot of that on Instagram. A lot of people are trying to talk to their dogs, talk to their cats. I'm starting to see these massive wild animals come into people's lives, bears. There was one guy just hanging out with a lion. I'm like, how does that work? Uh-oh. Might be coming to kick me out. Nope. Cool. Get kicked out of all these places. Like, what the hell? So, like I said, I'm trying to approach this paranormal investigations a lot different. Like I told Mike, hey, let's just go to Dumas Prof and be quiet. Like really? I was like, at least for an hour. Let's just be quiet for an hour until you heard more bangs, booms, bombs, and click, click, clicks. Than you are out there asking tons of questions. You believe that? I might be a little behind, Katrina. What do you mean you believe that? The whole flashlight thing? My feet are hurting. Jeremy Explores. Subscribe to his channel. The second time he popped up. Alright, did. Um, do you believe ghosts can get you sick? Let me share a story with you. I was having a bad afternoon, and I was so mad. I don't know. I was just angry. I ended up taking a picture. Now I think I went to go take a picture, and I actually snapped a shot of an image. Or excuse me, I snapped a shot of my wall. I accidentally snapped a shot of my ceiling. Right. What I saw was like, and I gotta find that picture, like claw hands. I actually showed my ex-girlfriend claw hands like reaching out the shadows. Funny thing is, after that, I got an pneumonia. I caught the pneumonia, and I was in the hospital for like a week, out of work for like, God, a month. So I wonder if the paranormal does have an effect with getting you sick. I'm not trying to be that weirdo. I'm not trying to blame everything on all spiritual beings on the other side, etc. Now, but it was very crazy how I go back and I look at that image. I was about to delete it on my phone, and I gotta find that picture. I know I saved it somewhere. Yeah, and I want to make sense of all this stuff. And another thing is, do the paranormal, is it more functional during the daytime or during the nighttime? Because more people would say they have captured more evidence of the paranormal during the daylight hours than they would the nighttime. So is the energy still dealing with is that energy still dealing with the time it's used to, getting up, lunch, breakfast, etc. I'm not too sure. I just want to share my little experiences with you guys. Um, I thank everybody for being here and watching, even if it was just a couple minutes. Just want everybody's views and thoughts. The paranormal, cryptid, the afterlife. Because when I come out here to do these things, it's not only for fun, it really is for an answer. Um, it's just very interesting. Very interesting. I mean, like I said, if you leave the batteries in, that's one thing. You're just basically helping the ghosts. I mean, it's like the cat ball. We saw it go off 3 times tonight, right? And then when I asked the spirits if they can manipulate the cat ball, make it go off again, it didn't go off, right? That's why I like that little thing. Now, a lot of people don't believe in it. I get it. Sometimes the weather elements can have an effect on it. I get it. But when I think it's hard to explain this. It goes off when you don't ask for it to go off. And then when you ask for it to go off, then it doesn't go off. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. It's just very interesting. I like the cat ball. This thing works for me. There's another location. I should go up there. Um, I took it up there. It's actually a monument where a battle was fought. So they put up this massive monument for those soldiers that lost their life on that battlefield. And I put it against the monument, stepped back about good 5-10 feet. Things started going off. So I should go back up there. Probably do that tomorrow. My biggest problem is traffic. A lot of noise, a lot of interference. Sometimes you're allowed in certain areas for so much time, and yeah. So I'm glad you enjoyed the live. If you guys have any questions, any thoughts, please, please, please put them in the comment section below. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this live. Um, well, I don't think it's complicated. I think it's like timing definitely has a part of it. If you're not, and I say that because when I turned around and caught this shadow figure following me at the park, the one thing in my head, how did I catch that? And I wasn't trying to catch it. So was there a certain hour where the spirit just relives memories and maybe he's just lost or walking? There is documented evidence that a person was found dead in that park. Now the story goes is the reason why the people go to the park. I might bring you guys up there tonight. I just have to charge some things up. The story goes that children haunt the park. That they hear kids playing in the late hours when there's nobody out there. Now, I'm not too sure if swings are swinging by themselves, but it's like that in Phil. And I bring these up over and over because I want people to understand. I kept getting Phil in my spirit box. Got Phil on a SB, or excuse me, the Spirit Talker. And then you see this white mist just fly right across my screen. Now that's in another area. That's over there by what's the name of that area? Anyways, there was a rock climber that climbed the mountain, or trying to, not the mountain, but the rocks, and he fell to his death. And it was not too far where I caught the mist running across my camera. I'm actually going to try to get up early and bring you guys up there tomorrow. And thank you, Katrina. I'm not gone yet, but I'm gonna try to bring you guys up there tomorrow to show you what I'm talking about. Guy, I even attempted to climb that area. I was like, nope, because if I one step, I'm done. So the guy fell to his death. I go up there years after, of course, later on when I started filming the paranormal. And like I said, I was given a set of instructions through my SB7 device and my Spirit Talker. And it kept saying, Phil, Phil, Phil. Well, I looked up if anybody died in that area. No. Or by the name Phil. No. But there was somebody who did fall to their death not too far where I caught the spirit, or what I thought was a spirit, um, fly right across my screen. You know. And that video is Meet Phil the Ghost. It's long, and you also hear chanting in that video. See, I believe this city here is nothing but one giant burial ground. That's all it is. There's a lot of wars fought here. I gotta get somebody to go with me tomorrow. We're gonna go down to Chief Qualcomm. I think I'm pronouncing his name right, but he was executed from a tree by a colonel that it's kind of crazy too. They made him sign a peace treaty and all kinds of crap. It was just crazy. But I really want to go down there. I'm kind of tired of like lagging, not going down there. It's really woodsy and everything, so I want to be, kind of, careful what I'm dealing with down there. Um, I don't play He-Man. I just, want to be careful what I'm doing. Thank you, Katrina. But guys, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Go get some food. It's about that time. If I do come back on tonight, I might go up to Minnehaha Park, but once again, I got to charge some devices. I've actually captured a lot of stuff at Minnehaha Park. A lot of craziness. A lot of craziness. And I thank you all for coming in, supporting the live, supporting the channel. I really do appreciate you guys stopping in for a couple of minutes to see what's going on. And until the next one, right? Thank you, Katrina. Thank you for chat. Thank you all for. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. And I'll see you guys in the next one. All right? Peace.